What's up, guys? The past few days we've been kind of playing catch up with some Mandalorian casting news or rumors, and the Ahsoka rumor has been out for a while, but we haven't really talked about it by itself. And with all of this other news coming about, I think it's a good time to revisit it. But just kind of wanted to have a discussion on what it might look like to have Ahsoka in The Mandalorian Season 2, assuming this is true.
Yeah. I think it would be awesome. Obviously, I want to see a live action Ahsoka. I think that'd be really cool. And we know Dave Filoni is directing one episode, and that would probably be the one that she could be in.
I don't see him saying, I'm only going to direct this one episode and then like letting someone else direct Ahsoka. It's got to be. I bet he wrote the episode too.
Sure. But again, like the rumors about Boba Fett's potential role being small, I think her role might also be fairly small, and that she might just be in one episode and show up and maybe give some advice about the child.
That makes a lot of sense. And this is, people have been asking like, oh, is The Mandalorian getting too crowded? Do we have too many known characters? And I have said, like, I do have that concern, but if we're basing things on the way that the first season went, Ahsoka will probably be in one and only one episode.
Yeah.
Because that's just kind of how the show seems to go, is every episode feels like it almost stands alone except for a handful. So I think there will be an Ahsoka episode that, yeah, she probably offers up some advice.
I've heard some people like speculate that maybe she comes in the last episode and takes the child. And I'm like, I don't like that at all.
I don't either. And I don't think Din would let that happen.
Not taking him by force, but
we're taking him to his people,
right?
The Jedi.
Letting her be the one because she knows about Jedi and the Force. Letting her be the one to deal with Baby Yoda.
That doesn't sit well with me. A, because I would miss Baby Yoda, but also it's like that is the emotional core of this show, is the relationship between Din Djarin and the child, and how it's changing him for the better, and also how his lifestyle is changing the child for the worse, and how he's got to reconcile that. So I don't think they're gonna just abandon that plot line in only season 2.
Yeah, and I also think this is a good way, if the plan is in the future for Ahsoka to have her own live action show, put her in one episode of The Mandalorian and then get a feel for how the fans feel about it.
Mm-hmm. And another thing about just is it getting too crowded, and people saying, we're learning so much about this season. And it is weird because in season 1, we knew very little. They kept the lid on Baby Yoda and stuff.
Well, they had to.
Right. But
reveal.
It is odd that we are getting so many scoops and rumors and stuff. And I'm wondering, maybe these are coming out because it's not as important as we think it is. I don't think Ahsoka is going to be in the entire show. Tamira Morrison might be playing both Boba Fett and Rex, but they could both be just cameo appearances building for something larger. It doesn't mean that everyone that we're hearing about is going to be in the show the whole season. It almost makes me wonder, if this is what they are letting out, there's probably even bigger stuff on the way.
Yeah. I just, going back to just me wanting to see Ahsoka in live action, she's 7 feet tall, right? With her, what are they called?
The Montrals?
Yeah.
I don't think she'd be 7 feet tall.
Or close to it.
I don't think so.
How are they going to do that in live action?
I don't think she's that tall with her Montrals. She's probably 6 feet.
All right.
I feel like seeing her next to Kanan in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
I mean, and give it another, like 10 years. She would be 10 years past Rebels. So maybe, but I don't think she's that tall. She's not Chewbacca size.
I guess not. But I'm interested to see if this is true, like how they're going to do it. I hope it's all prosthetics and, real stuff, very little CG.
It will be interesting because like we didn't see Shaak Ti getting into a whole lot of action in the live action films, so it does seem like how are they gonna handle Ahsoka, who is a very athletic, nimble character? I bet the Montrals would be mostly CG. I think that would be hard to have prosthetics and then have her jumping around all over the place and doing stunts.
I mean, cosplayers do it.
I mean, they're not in actual lightsaber fights.
Yeah. Well, I don't see her being that active if she's in the show.
I think she would be.
Well, we'll see.
We got the darksaber out there somewhere. Like, I don't know if no one else has a lightsaber that we know of. Ahsoka's the only rumored character to be in this season that has lightsabers.
Yeah.
It is hard. Like, I keep talking like this is definitely going to happen, and it's like, it might not, but a lot of sources reporting on it that are pretty reputable.
Yeah. These videos were your idea.
I know. We just haven't had a chance to really, really talk about these. And since we had like the Tamara Morrison stuff come up only a short time ago, it's like, okay, so we could see Rex, we could see Sabine, we could see the Ghost. Like, who knows what they're doing at this point?
Yeah.
Although it seemed like it was more of an Ahsoka Sabine team up. And I think maybe Hera was just off on vacation somewhere, finally getting some time to relax and raise Jason. But it makes sense to me that Rex would be around too. It's just fun to do some speculation sometimes.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think of Ahsoka appearing in the second season of The Mandalorian. How do you think it might happen? What do you want to see from her? And put all that in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.